Hey, it's the American Samurai coming once again, almost live from Small Town USA, back again with Volume 3 of Neo Genesis Evangelion, the Shinji Ikari Raising Project. I've mentioned this to my last two reviews of this series, but there is an overarching story arc that goes through the story. The reason I haven't mentioned or talked about it is because I believe other reviewers probably have covered that, and also I'm trying as hard as I can to keep my reviews spoiler-free. So I figure by not mentioning that overarching story arc, it'll be something that you discover yourselves, and if you decide to read it or not. This has a lot more comedy. There's some really big plot points in here, but I'm not going to reveal those. There's the thing here is we actually see a flashback to when Asuka and Shinji were kids growing up together, which is pretty cool. You have a story of I'm studying for the test. There's quite a few little stories in here, including a story where Shinji's father actually comes to school early, and this is actually we get to see a lot more of Risco. I think this is really her first main appearance. Also, Steel or whatever they're called makes their first appearance officially. They did show up a little bit. I want to say towards somewhere in Volume 2. I don't think they actually physically showed up, but they were mentioned by Risco. If you notice on the back of these books, it always shows couples, and this time it's Risco and what's his name? I think Risco is supposed to be his commander-in-chief, but he doesn't really care what she thinks. His main focus is primarily Shinji. Overall, I found this one enjoyable, but not as much as Volume 2. Like I said, there's a big plot point here that I'm not going to reveal. Because I'm trying to keep everything spoiler free. I actually like the little scenes. But I try not to show the ending of any particular scene. Also, there's this story in there where Shinji is sick, and unlike say if this happened in the main canon where Shinji would have been left all by himself, Rei actually comes to take care of him. So in this book, Misato is a little bit more caring of Guardian. Let's face it, she's kind of a jerk in the original series. But like I said, overall, this one was interesting. I especially like the flashback one where we can see them as kids, and Asuka and Shinji's bonding, and all that kind of stuff, explaining their relationship and everything. And it gives us a good, and there's a lot of comical bits, and it's interesting because this is once again his father shows that they had let Gendo. If Gendo had actually been a good guy in the main series, he could have been pretty funny because he is always trying to show off for his wife and his son, if you can see here. So he's definitely got. They definitely make Gendo more comedic. I think in the original series he's considered more of a chess master. This one he's considered more of a oh, save the day, it'll look cool for my son and wife type character, He's very goofy and very funny, and overall I enjoyed this, but not as much as Volume 2. So I'm going to give this volume, on my scale, probably about a 4 out of 7, or 4 out of 10. I'm working on Volume 4 now, which is the last volume I have at the current time of the series. And then I'm going to try and review volume for volume Campus Apocalypse. Until next time, it's the American Samurai saying, sayonara.